Welcome back to the channel everyone, and welcome back to Terminus Zombie Survivors, and this is our Domination playthrough. What we're doing in this one is we're doing a solo run and we're taking over every tile on the map, and we're also killing any NPCs we come across. So that's everybody at fortified houses, every survivor, every starving elder. We're killing everybody, and that's our goal. Now we're quite deep into the run now. Let's get straight into the run. Okay, welcome back. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. We did manage to go all night without having to sleep. Our drugs did get out the system by about 2 o'clock in the morning, and we've still got 2 more hours on our energy one. We took the biggest energy one we had. There is a zombie up here. We've just got notifications on that square there. We've already filled up everything, so we can just leave. So I think I'm going to put my character right by the door. And now we're getting a notification that there's somebody over here, up by the gas station pumps. So 2 there, 1 there. But we don't have to fight them. As long as we can get to our truck in the morning, that's fine. We want to be on 20 AP or as close to it. So currently at 9. So we'll be on about 22. So I want to use 3 AP. I left 1 page in this book. So now we can get our observation stat. We're up to observation 4 now. That can be dumped. And we can put another 2 into that. So we're about a third of the way for the other book. That'll take us to observation 5. And then we'll go back to skills after that. There is another library I do want to visit pretty soon. And I think it was over here, yep. Again, we're exploring a lot of houses. And those will just have a good enough chance to get the books as well. So we do want to have a look. So we need these 2 here we haven't done. These are the only ones this side of the railway track we haven't done. So we'll have a look at the truck when we get to it, which ones are going to be the cheapest one to get to. Because I do want to go back to that fortified house because we forgot to drop a flag. And again, you don't need to drop it at the fortified houses. But it was one of the goals I set myself in this one. We just need to pass the turn. And then next turn we're ready to move. Now, we might never need to come back to this gas station, so I'm not worried too much about closing up doors and killing all the zombies. I could have gone there for a lot cheaper, but that's fine. We've already dropped our flag down at this zone in the past. Just want to make sure that meat we had in there didn't get rotten. No, it's 22 turns. We could put the dead rat in there for the moment. And we want to collect some more because we did make up a lot of flags last night. Another 4, I think it was. Take it up to about 8. That's good enough. And we do want to grab another book in case we do another all-nighter. So what would be the next skill I would want to do? We could do a keepsake collector. More drops. Actually, clean attack I think is going to be the better one. Nah, more drops. We'll go with more drops. I just want to make sure I haven't got any more, which I have. So I'm just looking for keepsake collector. Actually, energy saver would be even better. No, I've decided keepsake. So we need 1 skill. Because we're currently 4 of 5. So all I want to do is use the weakest of the book. So that one has 201 pages. That has 258. So that means I'm never going to need the 258 book. Always go with your books what has the least amount of pages to get you the skill. So driving. Hardware store would be 46. Fortified house would be 53. Because we're having to take a little detour and make sure there isn't anything else. We can get up there for 46 the same. Let's do the hardware store. Immediately there's 2 zombies around me. That's why I always go through with AP. And what have you got? 6 as well. So we can take you out with the same knife. And that knife broke. That's fine. We've got the machetes on us. Crafting books I'm never going to need. And chocolate bar I might collect on the way back, but I'm not too fussed. We've got enough food now. We've got 13 AP. Is there anybody I'm hearing on the map? Somebody up the top there. So let's go up that way. And 1 over here. You've got fairly good movement, so let's move this side of you just so I get some visibility down there. 7.8 I don't think we're going to do it with the knife. No, that's only 5. And the machete's only 4. What are the spears at? 6.2. It's probably going to be an axe, but I want to see all my options. So yeah, it is going to be an axe territory. Quite a good amount of goods there, so that's why I've stopped off to pick it up. Now, the amount of seeds we've got in here, we could have set up a garden, but with the snow down, unless you're there with fires, they won't grow. It's just too cold. We are not going to overcap, so let's just pass a turn. And we're not down to that 24 yet. So we can go and fight some more. We don't need to eat yet. We've got some visibility of you. Where was the other zombies? Okay, we're not seeing anybody. And what am I getting next turn? Just need to use 1 AP. Let's just spend it on the book. Okay, let's just come back and kill you. Just get you out the way. So, weak knife should be able to take you out. And then let's move down here, try and uncover all the outside first. Portable generator. You don't see these very often. And because it's quite a rare item, I am just going to pick it up. Will it not allow me to pick it up? Yep, store in inventory. They are quite heavy as well. So it's giving me a lot of encumbrance. But we can just pop back to the truck. We'd have to go there first. And we're not getting any notification. That's why I run around the building. Just tells me who's here and who's not. And we've uncovered that part now. And again, if you ever want to set up a base, you can put a generator. And it will keep things like fridges going. Still want it so that they allow us to craft our own fridges and freezers if you've got the materials, which would be a nice change. Don't need all the gun parts on me, so that can all go. And I am missing some drugs. I'm missing a 2 energy drug. And we're low enough to be able to eat that bread. Anything else with low turns I want to get rid of. Another bread there with 38, we might as well. And I'm not too fussed if that goes and rots. But it would be nice to be able to put 1 vegetable in a meal. Just to give any of these meals a morale boost. And is there anything else I need to drop off? No, we're all good. So let's start looting. On the next turn when I get some AP. Now, that's actually quite annoying. Because the fortified house I wanted to drop the flag at he's now got a blockage, so I'd have to clear the blockage if I wanted to get through there. So I might not drop that flag until later. We'll have to fill up the truck as well, so it might even be a good idea to refuel it now. So I'll bring you back once I've refueled the truck. So one thing I would say is a small petrol tank would cost you 0.5 AP to put 2 fuel. It only costs 1 AP to do 5. So what would be a good idea is put your 5s into your truck so it costs you less AP. Then go into your inventory. And then transfer all the fuel from the smaller cans into the big cans. Doesn't cost you AP to do this. So as you see, we're on 6.1. Transfer it into the one with 2. And we're still at 6.1. And then it's just a way to save a little bit of AP when you've got so many gas cans like this. So I'll bring you back when I finish doing it. Okay, so we've done all that. So we've currently got 50 fuel in them cans and 1 fuel there. And then everything else is empty. So 51 fuel and 58 in the truck. So it costs 53 to get to there. So that means everything on that road we could go and uncover. Or we could go up to the north and then go back to this side. So we've got a few options. I think I will head down towards this gas station. But I don't think that gas station can get up to these houses. That's the only problem I'm seeing. Yeah, so what I'm going to do on this one, because I've just worked out the maths behind it, I'm going to go up to this house here, because this house is just too far from that gas station for me to get to easily. So we go to this house, this pharmacy, and then make a run back to the gas station, top up, and then we can just make the quickest route over to this side while uncovering all the houses. So yeah, we're ready to leave. We could actually put one more fuel in here and then wait one turn while... Have we dropped the flag down here? No, we haven't. We still got to exploit. I forgot I hadn't explored it. So the quickest way for us to get in would be this window here. But let's get some AP back first. And again, if you ever do want to do the 100-day run, you don't need to search everything like I'm doing. As soon as you've got enough food and water to last you, just go onto the zone, uncover all the black parts, drop your flag, and then go off the zone. And that's not very high, so we're not going to take it. The hardware stores are good for your tools, it's good for your batteries. Well, your batteries are more at your electronic stores, so yeah, it's good for tools, good for scrap metal. There's some glue up there, but I've got enough of it in the car, so I'm not going to go after it. But we do want some AP. And I think the next one was 6 as well yet, so we need to wait till we go down to 24 before we use any food. Still, pipes are extremely good weapons in the early game. It's only because we built up a great proficiency and we can craft these axes why I'm not using them in this run. We was using them in the very early of the run. Don't need any of that. We've got 2 of everything pretty much in the car. Crowbars are very good for forcing your way into buildings. So if you haven't got a fire axe, make sure you take at least 1 crowbar with you. And always pick up your lighters. You never know when you need them. At this point, we don't need them. We've got so many full ones in the car, but I'm still going to pick them up. They weigh very little. So let's get some AP before we move on. So we have uncovered everything in here. So it's just this one last room to do. And it's not giving me notification that there's any zombies on the tile, so this should be nice and quick. And we picked up yet another fuel. Okay, there was no fuel in there, but it just means when we go to the gas station, that extra 2 can go towards travelling further on your next run. Okay, so it's pointless us taking Keepsake Collector, because we're already reading a book for it. And it's only 200 pages, so I'm going to ignore that. So I'm going to take Energy Saver, because we're not doing body strikes on this run. And we did say Energy Saver might have been the next best one to do. That's good if you wanted to do crafting here. If you were stopping a night. MP3 player with some turns on, yeah, we'll take it. And we're ready to leave. It's 4.6 to either one of them zones, so let's go there. Hopefully there's nobody in, and then we can drop our flag down. Just going to dump my loot into the car, and then I'll bring you back. All the loot's been sorted out. We're back down to our 1.2. Got a good amount of weapons. I've kept the milk on us because we are going to be using that because it doesn't have much turn on it. Otherwise, it would just become rotten. I'm going to wait a turn to get some AP. Never zone when you've got no AP. And we're going to go up to that one at the top. I did do some quick maths. And we should be able to make all these 4 up here and still get back to the gas station. So immediately we have got a very busy zone. Okay, so we've got 3 up here. 1, 2, 3 here. Another 2, 3 here. So there's 5 in this, 6 in this bottom zone here. 3 more up there. That couple more there. So we've got probably about 14 zombies on this tile. So we've got our work cut out for us, so we might need to use one of these adrenaline shots on this turn. So I think what we're going to do is make sure our hydration and everything's done while we're by the car. We don't need to use that until 2 more turns. I think I will just have some nuts. Just so we don't have to worry about it for the next couple of turns. So morale. I think I want to perk up my morale. And then that broken lighter can just get dumped. So I think these are the first 3 I want to do. And we might even use some guns here. I just need to see movement. So those 2 at the top can't get to me. E can't get to me. These 3 can. And this one can't. That one can't. And I don't know about everything out of visibility. So we'll take out the very close ones with knives. And then the ones a little further away we might be able to use some guns. Okay, I was lucky on that one because it wasn't a guaranteed hit. I should have switched to a better weapon. And we'll use this one. It still has the silencer for 35% condition. We are getting a very good chance. Only 39 on there because of the distance and they can't get to me, so I'm okay. You should be took out easy. 77% chance. And I might be able to take you out through the window. 50-50? Yeah, I think I'm going to take it. So that was a very bad situation. We just eyed up. Again, if you haven't got a move and you can use a gun, especially if it's silenced, it's not going to attract everybody else. But sometimes attracting stuff to you is not a bad idea. So he's come up to my face, which is great, because I can take him out with one of the weaker axes. You can only move 1, but I think I want to go up there to take you out just so I get visibility over here. 3.3, that's going to be one of my weak knives. And at this point, like I said, I don't mind about them breaking. There's 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. I'm going to go there and assess the situation just to see everybody's movements. So you can't get to me. You have a little bit more movement and might. You could definitely get to me and you can. So it might be one of these. Take the close ones out with weapons that's guaranteed. This is the problem. If I've got to force the window open, I'm going to waste 2 AP. That's no good for me. It's only got 1 hit on the window. So yeah, using an AP item in this situation might be the best. You can get to me, so I've got to take you out with the gun. I have 2.7 left. I think I'm going to move back up to the zone point. Stops anybody else from coming in, and you will break the window and come up to me. So I've got 1, 2 at the bottom, 3 here, and these 2 here. And I think we've then cleared out most of the zone. So it's a very bad situation. But before we make any moves, always plan out the kill order and leave a little bit of AP just in case you have a miss or 2. Okay, so I was lucky they broke the window, but they didn't manage to get out. Rag and assault I'm not going to go out my way for, but now I can just open that window because it's broke. And I don't even need to use a gun, I can just use the machete on these. You need a bit more because you're 6.9. What's my eye spear? Does 6.5, not guaranteed. Some cigarettes and rags, those are good finds. But I think I want to get some movement. Actually, we're going to go into night. So let's just pass a turn and go into night. We are going to be having to use our lantern. We know there's 1 here, so I'm going to go there. I might be able to hit it with a 2-turn with my spear. No, it's too big, so I'm going to have to move in close for an axe. 7 left. Let's keep on with the axe. You down there can't get to me. I don't know about you. So I've got 2 more, 3 more on the zone. We can go there and easily take you out, and it will give me visibility at least of this one. Okay, so he doesn't have the movement, but I've got to take a chance on this one. 5.4, that should be machete. Not quite. Spear? Yeah, spear will do it. And I am going to go onto that square just so I can try the map fragment. There's 2 zones on the map as far as I can tell we haven't uncovered. Okay, so, yeah, that's fine. And we don't even need to use... Okay, another one's just sounding up there and another one's just sounding up the top there. And these both on the same square, that's just made my life easy. 4.9 minimum going, that's guaranteed. And we'll just move up to a spear for you. 5 point, yep, that will do you. Crackers, dead squirrel. I would need 3.7 to get there. And again, I don't think we've got max night eyes yet. No, we have got max night eyes, so again, we have a great visibility at the night. But you do have to be careful, zombies do move more and are more stronger at nights. So use the weak with the axes. And that's guaranteed to take you out. And there's one more up there. Do I have enough to get up to him? Possibly, but I need to take him out in one. But we've got some energy drinks, so I'd rather just do all the fighting now. One more hit, which I don't have, but again, we've got the energy drinks for that reason. Don't need to use the drugs. And I will just move on there so nobody can zone in just this one turn. While I grab all the drugs. So before we move again, we're just going to eye up, make sure nobody's zoned in. So nobody's there. So we've got a little bit to uncover down here in the morning, which we can easily do by just standing in probably that spot, and then we'll have to move down. But now we can go and close all the windows. Pick up all our loot. We did say our morale drugs was... Actually, no, it's the energy drugs that's running out, so I don't need that one. I'm not going to stop in this room tonight, so I'm not going to worry about covering the windows and stuff. So I should have just moved straight to one of the units. Siphons, we've got enough, so we don't need to pick up any more. More water, and those are very low, so no use to me. So again, before we're moving, just checking the map. There's a zombie here and there's a zombie here. Now this zombie will come down and hit this door because he will see me, so I'll go up and take him out. And again, just look at the movement he has at night. In the daytime he has about half that. And 13.9 is my minimum attack because we're gaining 100% off our combat bonus at level 5, 100% of our head strike at a level 4, and 100% from our improvised attack at level 4. Now, I am considering going up and taking you out. No, there's 2. I would need to be there and take both out, so no. Hopefully they don't know where I am and they don't come bang on the door, but if they do, we can easily deal with that. There was nobody else I've seen. There is somebody that's at the bottom now. So if we can get over to there and fix it, so I'm going to need a plank, so I need to break this down. Now it is a dresser, so it won't give me a bonus, so I'm okay to break it. And again, if you break it, it costs 2 AP, and then you don't need to search it afterwards. But always remember to pick up your planks, because I keep forgetting myself. And always make sure you carry your armour. We can close and cover. And we can just spend the night in here, search this. We probably will have combat because we know there's 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom. And we do have a window here, which I didn't see before. So I'm not going to move anywhere. And then I'll probably end up going down and fighting that guy. So he's over there at the moment, so he can't see me, so I'm okay to cover. We use these gloves because they're only used for temperature. And again, as soon as I put them, I'm right on the limit. So I've got the 2 good backpacks. I have never seen a tactical backpack before this run. I didn't know they existed, but that's the best backpack. It's slightly better than the hiking one, but there's not much difference in it. So the hiking backpack, 1 duffel bag, and 3 pieces of clothes and a pillow will just be below the over encumbered. So as soon as you put your gloves, you then become over encumbered. If you look at my weight, I've got 24 in my backpack and 11 in my duffel. That's the reason I'm carrying a duffel as well. Normally, if you can keep your weight down, if you don't carry all these and you only carry 1 weapon and keep repairing it, which I could easily do at this point in the run, then you don't need to carry your shoulder bag. You could just have it all in your backpack. Okay, so what was we doing? We picked up the stuff. We put the gloves on, didn't we? Yep, we've got the gloves on so we can search the rotten zombie. If we don't have the gloves on, rotten zombie will guarantee to give us a disease 100% of the time. And before I start moving, because I'm over encumbered, take my gloves off and now my AP's gone back down to 1.2. Now it is fractionalised. It's not quite 1.2, it's 1.24. You can see it in your detail screen. It just rounds it up for your visibility of that part. I'll just take the pistol suppressor, but I don't think I need it. Did we repair that? We should have done. I think I'm going to go back and repair it because this guy might start banging on it. It's at the bottom. Now, I would think that would attract zombies, but I have repaired windows multiple times without bringing zombies over, so I'm not certain. And I think because I want to break this down, I'm not going to bother checking it. Now, the axe is broke. Hopefully that's not my good one. No, my good one's still there. It was the weaker of the 2. So it is quite clever when it does that. And all I'm interested in is a couple of planks in case I need to repair. So he's still on the bottom right corner there. You can see his footprints there and his footprints there. So I know he's moved down. Now he has moved out my visibility or my hearing range, so I can't hear him at the moment. But I am just going to go and pick that. So now I've moved over a square. I can now hear him. He's up here now. And the reason we're not getting the zombies hearing us is because if you look at the hearing, we've got 100% minimal audible sound, so we make a lot less sound. So sharp ears I've never really used in previous runs, but definitely as a solo run, that is quite a very important one to go for. So just going to do my night stuff. Again, at this point I don't really need to sleep, so I'm not going to. I'll keep taking the drugs, we've got loads of them. Morale wise, I think I'm just going to eat that. And then wait till we get down to satiety 26 before I have that. And we could take a beer. Yeah, we'll take a beer. That nearly caps out my morale. Because we're not sleeping, you don't gain back your morale while you sleep normally. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to gain 1.3 energy a turn. I think I can stack both on top. So if I look at my energy now, I'm getting 2.8. So that means I haven't got to sleep tonight. We can do our hydration. And I'll bring you back in the morning. So what we're going to do is finish off the book with the thick book. And then we'll start doing keepsake collector to get us an extra 20% on our drop chance. So that will be 100% chance of an extra item on every zombie we kill. Okay, welcome back. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Remington has done an all-nighter. Now his energy's maxed because he's been using the 2 drugs. It will be off this turn, so that's fine. Morale's dropped down a little bit. We have a zombie here and a zombie by the window here. And we have one up the top here. We don't need to worry about those because we've already gone and cleared everything we want. There's a couple more over here. So again, the tile has got fairly busy tonight. And we are a long way from dangerous zones. So this late in the run, there is a lot of zombies everywhere. Now, also, we are literally 2 pages away from finishing that. So now we're up to observation 5. And our visibility is up to 6 tiles. And we have gained nighttime visibility. I didn't realise that increased it, but apparently it does. So we finished with all the stat books. So if you look at our stats now, we're 5555. It's only these 2 we can't do because we haven't found any books for them. Now we do have a trait on us, what gives us a chance of finding an item. That's why I'm looting everything. Because there's a chance of finding a book anywhere. There's a chance of finding a book from killing zombies. Libraries are your best chance, but it's not your only chance. And actually trading houses have been really good at this run for us. So I am going to move up to the window. The question is am I going to open it? Okay, so we've got another notification. There's another one here. So I would have to kill 1, 2, 3. It would also cost me 1.5 AP to open up the window. I don't think it's worth the risk. Because if I do that, I've got to use some energy drinks or an AP item. And we do have quite a bit of drugs. No, let's just do it. Let's clear the area ready for the next turn. Okay, so immediately I've took it off there. And we're getting... Now we've opened up the window, we can hear a lot more zombies. So there's another 2 over here. 3 here. And then 3 down this side. 4 down here. 5. So again, there's a lot more than we thought. Let's just use the machete. You're weak enough. And then I'm going to stand in between both. And it also uncovers that tile. You need 6.7. Can't remember if it was you. I'm going to take the chance on that because I just want this to break because I've got another one in the car. And you're 5.2. You might be the weaker spear. Yeah. Now, I can't see anybody. Oh, I forgot to get my flag out the car. And I've got no AP left. But again, we could have just popped an AP drug if we needed to. Okay, there's a guy. Luckily, because of the eye agility we're on, we managed to survive that. But he came out of nowhere. You never know when there's a runner on the map, and the runners look at the zone. And this is in the daytime. At night, it's even worse. They can go most of the zone. So we got a little lucky on that one. So, not going to go out the way. Actually, I will go there because it's thread. Thread's always useful. I can break down, but it costs us AP to break it down. That can only be used 1 turn. I think I'm just going to use it. I can actually see that guy. That's the problem. Yeah, if I'd have had a flag on me, I could have already dropped it down by now. Now, because we're standing behind the truck is stopping our visibility, so we could drop the flag down now. Because we can't see a zombie, because the truck's blocking our visibility of anything up here. So there is some advantages. A car wouldn't do that. So there is some advantages to having big trucks and fire engines that do block up visions, and you can use it to your advantage in this run. We'll take an extra flag on us and put everything away we don't need. Okay, we're ready to leave the zone because we have dropped our flag down now. And it has uncovered this place, but it hasn't told us what it is. I don't think I can get to that. Just give me a second. So that's 61.6 to get to there. If I want to go and do that, I would need an extra 7.7. So I would need... $69.3 in fuel in total. $40 there. $45 there. So I've got way more than enough. So in that case, I am going to go... It would be nice to get all these up here at the same time. Yeah, we'll go to the hardware store. I think I might be able to do it. And immediately we've got a lot of company. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this area. 1, 2, 3 down here. So this is the easiest way for me to get down south. Take them out. And another 2 over here. So yeah, I'm going to come down and take this guy out. And then stop round here because then split up a bit. Could have probably done with picking up another machete or spear, but that's fine. If we need to, we'll just use axes. You have a bit of movement. Let's get you gone. Still got 10. I'm going to go on to the zone point. Not certain why he walked weird on that one. Okay, there is a runner there. Hopefully the runner doesn't wake up when I kill this. No, runner's still asleep. And you can't attack me, but you can get on the same square, and we know that's not going to wake up the runner. So 1, 2, 3, 4 there, 5. And then we knew there was about 6 up in this corner. So yeah, I'm happy with that turn. That means there's a survivor up there. Because the zombies will only attack if there's a survivor to go for. Could be a bandit, it could be a pickpocket, or it could just be a normal survivor. 6.8. Yeah, I'm happy to take the chance on you. It's only a crafting and novel, so I'm not going to go out my way for that. We'll go and kill this guy, because if he wakes up and we're not prepared, it's not going to be a good time. He can't get to me. He can't get to me. He can't get to me. And he can't get to me, so that's fine. We've got a bit of safety. Beer, bone and rags. Don't need to go out my way to collect it. I think I can go and take this guy out and still be safe. At this point, we can just use the axe. Just we're looking at the condition, 66. We're using about 4 condition because we have got some clean attacks now. Going to check everybody again. Nobody can still get to me, so I'm happy with that. I could go and fight more if I wanted to, but I just don't think it's worth the risk. You can't get to this sauce. Actually, if I go there, take this guy out. Use a gun to take this one out. This guy still can't get to me. And then next turn I'll take him out. And that way I don't need to waste any of my AP. Yep, happy with that. We'll go and collect that energy drink because again they are extremely valuable. Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 condition we're taking on that. I'm happy to leave the chocolate as long as I get that energy drink. Still got a lot left. So I just need to eye up where everybody is. So there's 1 here, 1 here. And then another 2 up by our fire truck. If I go and take this guy off, I've still got 10 AP to back off if I need to. You have a lot of movement. So that would be a safe spot there. So I need to save 3.1 to get back. You have quite a bit of movement as well. I think I want to go and take him out this turn. And then we don't have to worry about his movement. And while we've used the condition, might as well get back up. And we can just rely on that big weapon if we really wanted to. So you can't get to me, I'm safe. You can't get to me, I'm safe. And there's 1 in the building there. So we've done good work. We managed to go around, clear everything up. Did I actually remember to bring a flag with me this time? I did. So 3 by the fire truck. and one in the building. So I am going to go to this zone to take these two out. And this one here. And then this one here. And then I might be able to take you out with a gun. Might be 2 shots. We got a crit, so that's good. I will go and collect that canned food, because that is very good satiety, 16. And while I'm at it, might as well collect the rest. Very nice. We don't need to eat anything yet. We can just dump the stuff while we're in next to the vehicle. I'm not going to overcap my AP next turn, so I'm just going to wait. And we know there's one in the room here. So that's the only one I need to deal with. What's underneath you? Oh, messenger's bags. That must be the... Oh no, the one that killed was here. So it must have been a survivor, because again... It could have been a starving elder, because there's not much on the floor. So let's attack you. Switch down to one of my weaker ones, which is the machete. I'm not going to go out my way for a compression bandage. We've got loads of them now. And we are on day 74. We are making very good progress to do this in 100 days. Don't need anything down there. We'll go for this door, come into there, come back out the window and go back to the fire truck. Always pick up the drugs. And again, at this point, the zone is clear. We could just use the adrenaline shots just so we can get more done a turn. Don't need to stop for the bones. I've got enough in the vehicle. Canned corn. Very nice find. It has given us an headache, unfortunately. Canned beans. A very nice find as well. And we can just pick up the cloth. Now, if you are using an NPC, a companion on AI settings, the combat, if you watch my previous run, them not the best at combat. But if you set them to pick up anything with low value or above, they will just go, anything with poor value or above and anything up to 4 kilos, they will just go around the zone and collect everything for you. And then you don't need to do all that. You can just loot the... I think they will prioritise looting cabinets over picking the stuff on the floor. But if you run out of things to do, they will go around and pick up all this stuff, which can be extremely useful early game. I've got no AP, so let's get some back. And we're close to leaving this zone. We just need to remember to drop our flag. And I don't need any of that. What was on this square? We'll pick up the plank. Go back to the truck as quick as we can next turn. And we've got 3 hours, so we've got enough to get to the next tile. So the cheapest I can get to my truck is 3.2. I think while we've got a little bit of peace and quiet, we refuel this truck. Okay, so we've got 64 in the truck. I've refueled it, and we've still got 15 in there. So 79 fuel I've got. If I want to go directly to the gas station... Okay, it's taking me a bit of a weird route, so it's taking me south to the house and then back round here, where the quickest way would be this way. The 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the same. I've got 79, so I could go 10 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would be 1 short. So I can't take this grocery store. I'm going to have to leave that until the next run. So we're going to go up to an unidentified place. Now, I did make a mistake there because I didn't wait that turn I said I was going to. So there's 2 zombies immediately in front of us. Neither you can get to us, you can't. There's another 3 there, 4. Another 1, 2, 3. 4. Another couple at the top there and another one here. So I need to back off away from this guy. And I've got to hope this guy can't come down to me. He can't technically see me because the fire truck's there. And we don't make a lot of moves, so yeah, normally I would take the extra turn before I move. Okay, so let's come up and take you out next. You can come up to my face, but you can't eat me, and I don't know about the building. Cooking recipes might be useful, but I'm not going to move. Let this guy come up to me. That'll save me some AP. Okay, he didn't see me, so I'm not going to go after him. We've only got an hour, and we've got a lot of combat. Now, luckily, our night sight is pretty good now because we maxed it out. There is some jobs which are even better, like the security guard, because they have their own class ability night sight, so that is really good on that job. It was one of the first jobs I ever did in this game. So we've got 16.9. We could go and fight in the building. I think I want to go and take this guy out. So either there or there, so that's the cheapest. And it also gives me visibility in there, so you don't have much movement, so I'm happy with that. You could be took out with the machete, so you have fairly good movement. You do. And you do. So if I go there for 3.8, have I still got my drugs on me? I've only got the biggest one and it will cause me to faint. So that's not good. I think I'll just move to that square. You can get up to my face, you can get up to my face, you can't get to me, you can't get to me, and those in there can't. And it does mean that we'll have to do night fighting. We do want to use some AP though. I think in this case I'll use the 2 and then just waste a little bit of it. We do need to pick up another book out the car though. So in that case, let's go there. Still got half AP. But yeah, I've only got the 1 book on me at the moment, which is the 1 keepsake. And I think the next one we said we wanted to do was the energy saver. Sharp ears, it says there it can't be improved, so that needs to be dumped on the floor. Don't need it. Because we've took it as a class ability. Level up ability, sorry. And there's nothing else with that dark colour, so everything else is good. So we need any book. With energy saver. So yeah, I'm happy there's no more energy savers in there. So we've currently got 2 skills. We could actually do both. So we want the one with the least of pages, which is 249. I think I'm actually going to carry the extra book with me. It's not taking my AP up much higher. We've got an extra plank. 2 planks on us is more than enough. And we've all got the silencer in case we need it. We've topped up with our drugs. And I think I will grab another cereal. We've got this to use for morale if we need to. And we've also got the book to use for morale if we need to. So yeah, I'm happy with that turn. We just use 1 AP on a book. So keepsake is the one we want to be using it on. And once we've maxed it, it will not appear as a level up skill again. Okay, that's quite annoying because nobody's actually seen me. So we know there's 3 here and 1 here. So I think I want to go to that position. I can take out 3. We'll still see this guy. We can shoot him with a gun. And we'll see the guy up here, which we might be able to take with a gun as well. So 3.7 to there. So 6 is that machete territory. Not quite. And as soon as the spears are gone, I will just use axes for the rest of the run then. Okay, we'll move. We've got you. You can't get to us, so I'm going to move down one. And again, this is without using the torch. This is the sort of visibility we've got now. Let's pick up the stuff off the floor we need. So you're going to be weak enough for the weakest of machetes. And you need 7, so you're going to be... I think I'm happy to take that risk if I needed to take the 2. Bird trap there we don't need. And a dead squirrel, I might just pick it up. There is that squirrel in the car which will be off on the next day. We might just end up binning it. Okay, so let's have a look. 8, 19, 20, 20.1. So I'm happy to lose that. Actually, forget about losing it. Let's put another one into keepsake. And the water's independent from the food now, so we can just drink water every turn. Nothing on the floor desperately need to pick up, but I will go there, pick up the squirrel, and I can take him out with the spear. Rotten in a day, that's about the same time as the other one's rotten. Still got 15 as a person there, so I'm happy to be on this spot. 5 point... whatever. Actually, spear might be able to do that. And I'm going to turn my torch on, because I want to see this guy at the top. So there's one there, just eyeing up where everybody is again. So there's 3 in the bottom building here. And 2 at the top there, and him. So I'm happy to be there. Take you out with an axe. And we're going to get 11.5, so we'll be on 18.6, so I don't need to waste any more AP this turn. Now there's 2 more just coming to the zone point here. We'll take out this guy, see if we got any visibility, which we didn't, unfortunately. And I think I want to come and take these out. We just cleared one part of the map. We don't want to let people come flooding in. 6.5 minimum, that will take you out. And I will just stand on there to stop people from zoning in. And then we're just going to look around to see, make sure nobody can get to us. 3 in the building still, 1 at the top. Okay, the one in the building has seen me, so that's fine. Again, make sure nobody else is zoning in. There's 1 here. And then there's the 3 at the bottom. So I'm happy to go and take those out. And I'm still going to try these map fragments, even though we've only got 2 locations to uncover. I think we've just uncovered 1 just, which is the one we're on. And then I'm going to cover that window so in case anybody zones they don't see me immediately. 6.5 is going to be spear. It would be nice to cover them and fix them. But I want to go and take this guy out. And then we know there's 1 here and 1 here who's zoned in since. So again, just taking little parts of the map at a time. Always make sure nobody can get to you. Again, sometimes you have to take chance if you don't know their movement. And what I'm going to do is take that down. Weak medicine we don't need. We'll pick up that cloth because again we'll do some crafting. And unfortunately I've left myself with no AP, so again I didn't pay attention there. Now you can see the footprints there and footprints there in the snow. If you didn't uncover and it was all black, you wouldn't know that information. So we know that that person has come in the zone and them standing by the window there, which we can hear them. Now, same over here. You can see walking footprints. on that square. You can see him there, and then you can see him again here. So I think he's by that window. So we want to fix this broken window, and then we want to go up and deal with you next. And that was a lovely crit. I am going to go out... Actually, no. I'll close it for this turn. I would like to go and get that, but I didn't have enough AP to go and fight him as well. There's one more zoned in here. There's one at the top here. And then there's another one zoned in on this side. And again, at this point, we're not next to dangerous zones. We are fairly close, but from that dangerous zone, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles away. So we are quite a distance away from it. It's just late game. You do get this problem where you have a lot of fighting all the time. We will take you down for some more planks because I'm going to have to repair a lot of windows. And we don't need another novel. Now, we know you're there. It would cost me 3.8 to get there. I couldn't do much with you this turn. So I'm going to use 2 AP on a book. As soon as they've got the windows covered and repaired, I'll be in a much happier position. We're also low enough to eat one of the cereals. Morale. I think I am going to take... The problem is if I do take it, I can't use that. So in that case, we've got some cigarettes down here. Use one of them. I can go on the floor. Wait a turn, see where everybody goes to. Now, you walk down there, so you haven't spotted me. You've walked up there, so that's easy for you to take out. And then there's one going south here. So I'm going to go up to that square, uncover all this, and I'm going after him at the top there. We can stand on there and pick up whatever we want. Don't need the iron sights, it's only 5% accuracy. And he's a runner, so it's a good job I did take him out. Because he has such a good movement range. I'm not going out my way for the laser sight. Oh, that's a door, so I don't need to cover it, but we will cover that window. Pick up some cloth to replenish the stuff we've been putting on the windows. So everything down here is safe. And I think I want to come over this side on the next turn and get some AP. So where is everybody now? I'm not getting any notification there's anywhere. So let's move to this square here. Okay, now I'm getting 2 notifications there and there. We'll pick up the thread because that can repair gear. Now, I don't know if he can see me. I'm taking a chance on this. I think he might be able to. We've got one dresser to check there. We've got them 2. And I think I will break down and... Actually... Oh, use the wrong button. I just want to make sure it's not a bench that give me a bonus. We'll just take that bin as though it's right here. No, it isn't. Let's pick up some more wood. And let's see if anybody comes close to me. No, we're getting no notification because we've covered the windows. So it's harder for them to spot us, but it's also harder for us to spot them. Batteries, and that's rotten, so I don't need it. There is one on that square there. He could be coming up to bash on one of the windows. I have checked everything in that room, so we are going to repair that door. Just nuts. Let's pass the turn in case I need to go up. Yep. As I suspected, he was going towards the window. He did see me. But that's fine. We do have the doors protection now as well. So you've been done. We'll take the fresh milk. And when we drop below 26 satiety, we will be having that. And that door we can close on the next turn. So we come into this zone. There was about another 15. But we managed to go around systematically, taking out the weak points, keeping our combat controlled, and not really taking much risks. But yeah, that's a great place. And what I'm going to do over the next 4 hours, we won't be going to sleep, so I think I am okay now taking the 2 energy drug. I'm not going to take both, because it was a bit of a waste doing that. We're low enough to have the milk, so that's topped up our food and hydration. And I think I might take a drug for the mirage. Actually, we can just take the alcohol, can't we? We only need the... We'll give it 2 turns, and then I'll take one of these alcohols. Just because we don't need the satiety at the moment. But yeah, I think that's a great place to call it. We've got a lot achieved. We've popped back to the gas station a few times. We are slowly going back. So we only have enough fuel to do 1, 2, 3. Then we'll jump straight to the gas station. And then we can jump straight back out to this grocery store. And then hopefully then everything's in range of this gas station then to complete the rest of this corner. And then the police station will be the very last zone we go into. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. It's definitely been a bit of a different one. And it's definitely one of the longest runs. Hopefully I've sped it up enough that it's keeping it interested. And thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next episode.